Another important component in create table is foreign key. In DDL statements, we have two types of integrities that refers to the existence of values. So the one is the entity integrity. The other one is referential integrity. Entity integrity refers to the primary key, the key concept, the primary key of a table. We refers to entity integrity. The other one is referential integrity, which refers to the existence of related values that depends on this particular value in other table. So the referential integrity we are going to achieve using the keyword foreign key. The idea is very simple. There is an entity set or a table student, and it has the attributes student register number, name, age, address, all those stuff. There is another table, course registration, that stores the attributes register number, course name, and the marks. Now, what is the basic requirement is? The basic requirement here is the numbers, the register numbers that are going to be stored in course registration. It is logically, who can register these courses? Only the enrolled students. Only the enrolled student. For example, set of students who are studying in this university, they only can register these courses, no other students. It is just like a check constraint. It looks very small. That is, it permits small number of values. If there is a small number of permitted values, we just specify during the creation of the table, and we insist through the check constraint, only these are the values permitted. No other values other than these are not permitted. That is what we ensure that through the check constraints. Referential integrity, the foreign key, on the other hand, does the same job, but it ensures something in a different table. Refer the value from a different table. So if I make an attribute, so in our example, the student register number in student table is a primary key. Student register number in course registration table is a foreign key. Student register number in the course registration table is a foreign key, because when I designate a student register number in the registration table as a foreign key, whenever we try to insert some records into the registration table, it immediately checks a value against the student table, right? So what it does is, actually it ensures kind of parent-child relationship. Student table is a parent table, and where we include the foreign key, that table is act as a child table. The child table refers the permitted value from the parent table, right? Now let me write that one. Suppose if I have a student table with register number, name, DOB, address, and so on, all these stuff. And there is another table called course registration. What I do store here is register number and course code, and maybe something like marks. Okay, let us include something. If I look at this table, register number is clearly the primary key, but a student is going to register more than one courses. So register number is not the key here. Instead, register number, course code together can act as a primary key. right? Can act as a primary key, and I have an attribute marks. Now this register number also is a foreign key which refers this attribute. So in other words, I would say simply, I would include an arrow mark, you just watch it. It refers the value here. This register number is a foreign key. That means when I create this as a foreign key, whenever I insert a record into course registration, I must have that particular register number in student table already. So student is the parent table, course registration is the child table, and whenever I try to insert some record into course registration table, especially for registration number attribute, it immediately verifies the set of permitted values as this one. If only that particular number which I try to insert here, if it already exists here, then it accepts. Otherwise, this is going to be rejected. This is going to be rejected. We see here, we see how it happens really. Say, let me create a simple table, create table, student with the, we like student 1, register number, character of 10, and it must be a primary key. It must be a primary key, and name varchar of primary key, name varchar of 20. I don't want to include any more attributes. I just close this with this. Only it has two things. And another table, create table, course registration. It has register number, character of 10. One thing you must remember, the value, that attribute which I am going to create as a foreign key, that particular attribute's data type and size should be almost same like this, the primary key from which it is going to refer. Otherwise it would be wrong. It would be wrong. So we have to be ensuring that in this case. Okay, so it must be of same type, same size, no issues. We can have different sizes as well, but different data types may not be accepted here. So same size, same type, and the value should be smaller than the previous value, the primary key's value. Otherwise it will not be accepted. So register number I'm going to create as a foreign key, and it has a course code. Course code maybe like a character of 4. Let me say character of 4, and I have marks table, marks attribute, which is number of 3 maybe. Then I have to make a register number as the foreign key in this table. Register number in the foreign key in this table. What I can do is I can use a keyword constraint, because I mentioned in the previous lecture that constraint will help us in uniquely identifying the particular constraint, right? Because many constraints are possible. Of course, we can have many number of foreign keys, but here we are going to have only one foreign key. But anyhow, it's very good to have a name for that key. So let me say FK register number or RNO, whatever it is. I just give a name. Then the foreign key syntax is foreign key. Now that foreign key is register number. Foreign key is register number. The attribute which is from here, this one table is the foreign key, and the syntax is references. References what? It references what? It referring the value of register number of student table. So what I have to suggest is student 1 of register number. Okay, so I have to say foreign key, register number. Foreign key is a keyword. Register number is the attribute for which one I am going to create as a foreign key, and it references what does it refer? It refers register number of student 1 table. Okay, So that's all. This is a creation of this table. Now the table is created. Now what I try to do is, it ensures that if I try to insert a value in course registration, it accepts the only value that already available in this table. See here, now I have not inserted any values into the student 1 table, but I try to insert something into the course registration table. Insert into CREGN values of, I try to put a registration number like 1234, and course code is C1, and mark some marks. See that integrity constraint violated. What is the integrity constraint? FKRNO is the name of the constraint. So foreign key violated. What is the problem? Parent key not found. That means this value 1234 must be stored in some records of student 1 table, but student 1 is already empty, so the parent key is not found. That's a violation. So what is the step? I have to insert the records into the parent table first, then I have to insert record in the child table. That's the procedure for creating the table as well. First I have to create the parent table, then I create the child table with foreign key. Or I can create a child table, that is a table, child table and parent table. Then I can alter the child table to include a foreign key. So anyway I can include the foreign key. But the thing is, the parent table must be created first with primary key component. If the child table is created, I can create a child table, but without foreign key. I have to create first. If I want to create the child table first, I have to create the child table without foreign key first. I have to create. Then I can create the parent table. Once the parent table is created, I can alter the child table to include the foreign key component in it. Likewise, while I try to insert the data must be existing in the table, but the parent table, then only I can insert the value into the child table. So here I try to insert record into the student table first. Student 1 values of, there are only two values. I include 1, 2, 3, 5 and name as XYZ. I insert a value. Now you see, select star from student 1. It has only one record. It has only one record, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does it mean? Now I can insert a value into the C registration, but this value must be 1, 2, 3, 5. Now it accepts the value, right? See here, select star from CREGN. Now it shows the value. Here one more thing, if I want to delete the value, delete from student 1, where NO equal to 1, 2, 3, 5. You see now what happens? I cannot delete. I cannot delete that particular record because already there exists a record which is referring to this particular record, which is particular record is being referred. Okay, so if at all I want to delete that record, first I have to remove from the child table, then I can remove from the parent table, or we can do create these constraints with advanced options. Okay, that we will discuss later. So this is basically for what is the primary key, foreign key constraints, what is the parent table, child table, how these two are linked together, right? So we have a parent table and we have a child table, and we have to create a table primary foreign key in the child table, and I write the syntax for foreign key. The key name is the local attribute. Foreign key, the local attribute which I want to designate as a foreign key, and the keyword references the target table. The target table and the target attribute. So why we are specifying this target table and target attribute? Target table is more than enough, but we have to make sure that target attribute as well. And whatever we are going to refer must have unique values. That's a very important thing. See, parent table, it has unique values in it, but child table, it can be duplicate. It can have duplicate values as well, no problem. But the parent table to which it's going to refer must be a unique attribute. So it can be either the target attribute can be either the primary key attribute or any other attribute. primary key attribute or any other attribute which has unique constraint, in it. Otherwise, we cannot use this one here. Okay. And one more thing I mentioned it. How do we create two attributes together as a primary key? We call that as a table level primary key. So we have primary key concept. One is column level primary key. The other one is table level primary key. Okay, so column level primary key already we know column level primary key. That is, we have created a table, say for instance, student table, create table student 1 with the register number as a primary key. When I designate the primary key here for an individual attribute, this is called column level primary key. But when I want to collect more than one attribute and designate that as a primary key, that is called table level primary key. So what I have to do, so I'll write the statement here for creating course registration table. This course registration create here create table course registration with character of 10. I don't designate this is a primary key because this is not a primary key. This is along with course code is a primary key. So I just designate each attributes individually. Course code may be like CS character of 4 and marks with number of 3. Now what I do is, now I put the keyword separately, primary key of, what is the primary key? Register number, comma, course code. It acts as a primary key. This is the way to create a table level primary key. See this? So I can create any number of attributes together, put together as a key, primary key for a table. If I use only one attribute as a primary key, I can designate here itself, that is called column level primary key. But when I have more than one attribute to designate a primary key, I have to go like this. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me later. Okay. I stop here.